Greetings, Star Legion Team 144 of the New Earth Rising, into the glory of the holy life. With the alignment and Sirius gateway today, we had fifth dimensional gamma waves flowing in, appearing as an amplitude 23 Hz on the Schumann. We also had a powerful X flare blasting off the sun, the first X-class flare in 4 years, the last being in September 2017. We are right on the precipice of great change, of many great things to come. We need to hold the vision and toe the line. We do this with our intent and pure awareness. Something sacred this way comes, and with it is the Christ consciousness waking from its dormancy within every heart center. The Christos is our connection to Source, our true, authentic self. The Sirius gateway is fully connected and totally opened, bringing in the freedom codes to our earth angelic surface ground crew. We are grounding and anchoring in the highest codes of divinity, freedom, and true sovereignty. This is it, beloved beings of light. The crystalline adamantine rays flowing from Solaris are the final codes coming in for this great quantum leap of consciousness as a collective unity, co-creative shift into the new Human, Homo Luminous Galacticus Noosphoricus, rainbow body protocol activated. With the power of our mighty I Am presence, we call upon our highest light, love, and truth to transform our 3D carbon double-strand DNA into our true 12-strand DNA crystalline star codes of the 144 of 5D, heaven on earth. Aho. We had many powerful codes coming in all day today. Many 37 codes, 73 today, 7/3/2021. Encoded in today is the heavenly codes of the 73. We also have 1414, 144 coming in all day, 77. The Great Spirit speaks to us with these sacred codes, sacred geometry, mathematics, symbols, signs, and numbers. Now with these powerful waves coming in all day, we had many activations all over Pachamama. We had 100 M1.5 or greater earthquakes in the last 24 hours. The most powerful, South America, Chile, the Andes Mountains, home of our sacred condors. Kundalini Pachamama with a 6.0. Earlier today, Dominican Republic 3.9, 12 Divine Feminine, 123, 123 kilometers depth. Bodfish, California 3.5. Mexico 4.0, another activation. Dominican Republic, another 3.7 code, 37 into 73, heaven on earth. Coalinga, California 3.2, a 4.3 in Chile, a 3.4 in Fontana, California, mirror of each other, 77, 7. This is coinciding, synchronizing with the 7-7 portal in 4 days from now, 4-3-3-4, Mexico, Veracruz, 4.1, Running Springs, California. These are all in Southern California, 3.0. This is also Ring of Fire. Okinawa, Japan, 4.6. Coalinga, another 3-3 activation, California, 33 Divine Mastery. Southeast Indian Ridge, a powerful 5.7. Indonesia, 5.2. Unalaska, Alaska, and the Crown of Lemuria, 4.6. Volcano Island, Japan, 4.5. Iwate, California, 4.4, Divine 44, 4th density, 64 kilometers depth, the code of the Matrix. Yemen in the Sacred Portal, 5.7. Owen Fracture Zone, 5.1. Hokkaido, Japan, another 4.4, that's the double 44. The 8.8 Lions Gate, the Lyran Nation, the Royal Lions of New Lemuria. Japan, another 4.2. Banda Sea, 4.6. And in the heart of Lemuria, Pahala, Hawaii, 3.0, 33 kilometers depth, and then a 3.3, also 33 kilometers in Pahala. So the 33, 6 portal, 6 density, 6 dimensional energy. Los Baños, California, another 3.7. We had two 6.0 magnitude earthquakes in Chile right in a row. 6 portal, another activation, most powerful. Andes Mountain. New Mexico, Crown Point, 3.1. Coral del Risco, Mexico, 5.6. Atacama, Chile, 4743. 77 codes. The ring of fire is totally lit up. Gaia totally activated. The goddess rising, divine feminine, fully activated in every heart center. The fire and the water rise together, bringing all 5 elements into perfect harmony, perfect balance. In these final days of the old false 3D matrix, as we activate and transform the 3D into 5D, 5th density of perfection, harmony and beauty. And we are activated in this now. And now for our team on Patreon, we uploaded the special training, Laughter Qigong, Becoming Laughing Buddha. This is a rainbow body practice, for we laugh our way to freedom, to the divine within. We could also say the joy of the Christos, fully open heart center. This is the levity, the levitation, the ascension, the rising up, the sacred holy fire, the flame within, the threefold flame activated in every heart center. So if you're on our Patreon team, be sure to check that out today, Laughter Qigong. If you'd like to join us on Patreon, you could do so at whitegoldeagle.com. The membership pledges start at $5 a month, and you could check out on primedisclosure.com the link at the top where it says Patreon transmissions. These are links, archive of all our special trainings and transmissions. And anyone in the next week that makes any donations at our PayPal link at eaglelovecondor.com, we will send you a link to this Laughter Qigong training that was filmed in Mama Bear's secret sanctuary, which is a microcosm of the cosmos. We say healing with laughing from the belly. And now, beloved beings of light, we continue with the Sabian symbols. Right now, the moon is at 5 degrees, 18 minutes Taurus. The sun is at 12 degrees, 14 minutes Cancer, 844 coming in. The current Sabian symbol for the moon at 6 degrees Taurus. A bridge being built across a gorge. Very symbolic. The current Sabian symbol for the sun at 13 degrees Cancer. One hand slightly flexed with a very prominent thumb. This is synchronic with the teaching in the Laughter Qigong. Earth element into the 3 dantians, heaven above, earth below, and the 3 in the middle. The Trinity, the sacred 4, protect the 1, the earth, Pachamama, astrologyweekly.com. And now, my sacred Condor, she pull a card for you from the tarot deck Shadowscapes from Stephanie Poi Moon Law and Barbara Moore. And the card she pulled for you today, 7 of Wands. The vixen faces off against a badger, while her kits watch from beneath the protective curl of her tail. The enemies circle and circle, they size each other up, and nip here to test the swiftness of reaction, a swipe to press the defenses. The vixen snarls and lunges forward, for she has her brood to protect, and she will not fail them. Fear for her kits burns in her heart. Her actions are necessity, not merely courage, and yet it is all the more courageous for being such a selfless act, without the tangle of thoughts and justifications. Her mere belief makes her fight 10 times more fiercely, and with a fiery strength. The bamboo of the wands signifies strength and fortitude. Bamboo possesses a slender suppleness that sways in the winds and does not break. It grows tenaciously and sends out multitudinous shoots in all directions, the better to compete for sun and space. The 7 of Wands represents taking a stand, defending what you believe in. The world is full of strife and stiff competition, and one must have courage in facing the difficulties that come. Do not buckle under a stiff wind, but sway like the bamboo. Seemingly insurmountable odds can be overcome with faith and courage. And from divine sister of the light Celia Fenn, a new sunspot emerged during the early hours of July 3rd and immediately exploded, producing the first X-class solar flare since September 2017, a big one. I certainly felt this one. I could not sleep last night. The solar flares are carrying intense loads of light codes that overstimulate the brain and the pineal, leading to symptoms such as insomnia and anxiety. In the days leading up to the 7-7 portal, we can expect that the energies will intensify again. The 7-7 is about accessing our inner mastery, and we'll be asked to be resilient and strong as we deal with the current level of Earth's shifts and changes. This is about being aware and awake, but also grounded in that awareness. Things are getting real around us at a pace, and we must be prepared to stand in our truth and make the choices of an energy master. We got this. As always, have a great weekend, everyone. And from Forever Conscious, the Sirius Gateway opens this time every year when our sun aligns with our spiritual sun, Sirius. This energy will be strongest on July 4th and 5th. However, we will feel it from today till around the 7th. We can connect to this high-frequency energy for healing, inspiration, and to find a greater freedom within ourselves. Sirius is also considered the portal to heaven and can help us connect with our angels and guides, higher self, and loved ones past. Its energy also supports freedom, entrepreneurship, creative thinking, and technological advancements. Sirius is also home to Sirian beings that are highly psychic and technologically advanced. If you feel connected to this star system, you may find your downloads intensifying over this time period. Enjoy the energies. From foreverconscious.com. And from a gift from Gaia, a powerful M2 solar flare was ejected from our sun just about an hour ago. This was earlier today. But not just this, we are also due some gentle solar winds from a coronal mass ejection that was released from a B7 flare just a couple days ago. This will begin a week of maximum light and powerful plasma for a new wave of integrations from what we are about to see and create. All that now arises, all that we wince, shy, restrict, and contract against is to be lent into our grand reveal and divine transformation. The cellular body now begins to powerfully ring like a bell in which we manifest from the stores of memory currently held, that which is no longer aligned to the truth of the chosen direction that we are heading in begins to form frantically in the field of reality, so that we get to dissolve and divinely detach, which I must add is not about rejection or abandonment, but about pure unconditional love, allowing all to be free, without the expectations or attachments we held rooted in our beliefs of how things should be. Other octaves of experience may receive these energies as powerful awakeners where there could possibly be more perceived accidents and flare-ups, especially while we are under the influence of the grand square of Mars, Saturn, and Uranus, which is currently activating the root and solar plexus chakras from the soul star point, and from this we are learning the difference between cause and effect in you, because the cause of all effect, you being God's source energy, as the gods now return within on the inside and we raise our vibration to match in order to begin manifesting the associated form, the first step of the great golden Aquarian reveal, and what many are now awakening straight into. Extra light incoming means to balance this out, we are to be extra light inside, and so to operate with maximum expansion. The field is, as always, set to peace, love, and bliss. The speed of the physical is slow, patient, calm, so that maximum light speed can be experienced. We exist in a soft slowness, while all else appears magically now, and manifestations are rapid and immediate at the speed of light. Our slowness is the presence that allows the ability to see all, never forgetting that chaos is magic and slower motion. So if it is chaos you are experiencing, then you are not void of the magic. You are simply learning about weight and speed like a cosmic physics lesson. The more light is held in the inside, the more quicker the entire experience moves and manifests. Also, do not forget that all pain is a language asking to be heard. If we are moving too fast, we ignore and power up and over the most important dialogue of direction, healing, and ultimate freedom. Slow down and pay attention to it all. Be with it all, for it is your teacher and guide. Less food is often required. However, many get to see their density addictions as they are called to eat more. And so for those wanting to break free from it all, then breath work is one of the keys to freedom, oxygenating the physical, powering up the light energy within, and activating our stores of DMT balances out the light, as within so without, and again speeds up the experience, allowing more to reveal and release as you cleanse and clear what is not in alignment to your God returning, as above so below. Not only eating more, but sometimes the preferred slumber of the unconsciousness, and the ego then calls for anesthesia to cope, knocking it all out with mind-numbing or body-numbing activities, in which one loses oneself entirely. A perfect way to bypass for those not yet called to awaken, but an awareness for those choosing to now prepare for their landing and expansion, exploration. Meet me on the inside for maximum fun and play as we expand together in these powerful waves of life. Nature, meditation, breathwork, sound, divine scent, softness, stillness, silence and observation, unconditional love, acceptance for all things. All things have right, all is sacred. Let go now, beloved. Another update, the sun has just ejected an X1 flare and nothing is or will be the same from this point on. Recall back to September 2017 when we last received an X-class flare. Massive cracks appeared in our realities and huge transformations began. The harder we held on, the more painful it became. Let it go now, my love. Source has spoken and nothing will or can stay in the same format. We are now lit. Cells are reverberating as though we are powered by rocket fuel. Move, dance. Use this as is intended. The fallout is to be profound, nuclear. And from the order of the sun, the Sirius gateway, July 3rd through the 7th. Every year during the first week of July, a sacred gateway of energy is activated between Earth and the star Sirius, bringing heightened vibrations and spiritual advancements. This gateway of energy occurs as the sun comes into conjunction with the star Sirius, which is located at 14 degrees of the tropical zodiac of Cancer. As the sun and Sirius conjunct, which in 2021 happens from July 3rd through the 7th, we are able to access this high-frequency energy and use it for creative inspiration, entrepreneurial endeavors, technological innovations, and heightening our intuition. Sirius has long been revered by many ancient cultures and is considered our spiritual sun. Our sun is considered the lifeline of this planet. The sun holds the energy of birth, warmth, sustenance, and light. The sun is what keeps us alive and present in this earthly reality. Sirius, which shines 23 times brighter than our own sun, another 23 codes synchronizing with the 23 hertz on the Schumann, is our spiritual sun, and it helps to activate and shift us to higher levels of spiritual awareness. If the sun of our earth orbits, warms our body, Sirius, way out in the depths of our galaxy, warms our soul. Even though the star Sirius is far from our planet, it seems to have an important place in the stories of many ancient cultures from all over the world. In ancient Egypt, Sirius was considered to be the star of the goddess Isis, who rules over the cycles of death and rebirth, and Anubis, the jackal-headed god who is able to walk between the world of the living and the world of the dead. In ancient shamanic cultures, Sirius was believed to be a portal to the gods, and journeys taken through the Sirius gateway were said to bring divine messages. It was also believed that Sirius was the portal to heaven, and was where our souls had to travel through in order to leave this realm and enter the next. It seems that for many ancient cultures, Sirius aligns with the idea of spiritual awakening and the inevitable cycles of transformation that occur as we make our way through this earthly journey and beyond. In modern astrology, Sirius also holds the vibration of freedom. Its energy can help us to release limitations and feel free to express our true selves. This energy of freedom can also act as inspiration, helping us to go out there and turn our goals and dreams into reality. Sirius is also believed to be home to an alien race that possesses extremely advanced technological innovations and psychic abilities. While there are many starseeds that already feel connected to Sirius, at the time of this gateway it may become easier to receive messages from the Sirian beings or perhaps remember past or parallel lives from Sirius. All of this high-frequency energy makes the first week of July a highly potent time on Earth, where we can open and advance our spiritual awareness, receive messages from the divine, and find new freedom within ourselves and our lives. It is also a time where we may find ourselves more open to connecting with higher beings and honoring our own cycles of death and rebirth, and how they have helped us to advance spiritually. In order to receive this powerful spiritual energy in your own life, the first week of July would be the perfect time to meditate, activate your third eye, and to reach out to your spirit guides, guardian angels, higher self for guidance. It would also be the perfect time to do an aura cleanse and work on finding more freedom in your creative or entrepreneurial projects. If you work in technology, you may feel extra supported with any innovations you may be working on, or you may receive a sudden burst of inspiration from foreverconscious.com. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Natalia, Alba, beloved family of love, at a cosmic level we begin July, the antechamber for the Golden Lion's Gate, by having Jupiter quintile Uranus on July 3rd. This magical aspect is precisely a macro representation of the inner process that is taking place, as we are receiving divine inspiration that comes when we commune with our soul and descend all the revelations that are helping us to navigate in our new reality. This is a time for awakenings, for rebirthing, as we are doing into the illumined self of who we are, and above all, a time to transcend the old in all its ways as the only way to evolve ourselves as species. This coincides with the new moon at 18 degrees Cancer on July 9th, as its frequencies are going to help us put all the previous revelations and inspirations received into the tangible in a way that helps us heal. This moon's allies, Neptune and Uranus, will assist us in healing our emotions, releasing all emotional burdens, and understanding that our sense of home, protection, and nurturance is only within. This is a soothing and loving moon amongst the current planetary turmoil, energies that will give us a break with the intensity of the energies that surround us, and that will continue to increase with the Lion's Gate. On July 11th, Mercury, too, will join Cancer. When the planet of communication resides in a loving and intuitive Cancer, it is a wonderful opportunity for stopping all the mind noise and begin to communicate with our feelings, with our soul, and to learn how to lovingly communicate, first with ourselves and then with others, with empathy and compassion. Mercury will help us to express our feelings fluidly, as many times, especially to those who are natural empaths, we tend to withdraw so that we forget how important it is to communicate what we feel. If we left behind Mercury retrograde, for those who resonate with this collective belief, now we too have other retrograde planets, as Pallas and Chiron going retrograde on July 13 and 14. As previously explained, these planets, as the essence of this month, is also for us to go inward and take the proper time to heal, discern, create, as we are all in different phases. What is important is to generate the energy, the joy, the hope, and all we believe is outside from within. The healing work that we may have to do at this time will be assisted by Chiron, also retrograde, and while Pallas has a more feminine essence, Chiron, especially in Aries, has a more masculine one. Again, we are seeing how this month brings infinite opportunities for us to set a balance between both, as well as the correction of the imbalances that we may have accumulated for years regarding both essences. With Chiron, we look deeper at the wounds, aspects of ourselves that we try so hard to hide but are still dwelling in pain within us. When we consciously desire to align with the frequency of a certain planet, star, or asteroid, if well directed, we can connect with the consciousness of this certain stellar body and integrate its healing frequency to assist us in dissolving what is still fragmented and that is not allowing us to experience our true soul path and potential. On July 21st, we have Venus entering Virgo. Venus has been traveling all month in Leo, together with its opponents Mars. Venus is the feminine aspect of us, the aspect who creates from the womb and who gives birth within the divine love and compassion to all. Mars, on the opposite, is the masculine essence within us, the one that puts into the tangible what the feminine first creates from within. A wonderful opportunity until almost the end of the month to continue working on polarity integration, using Mars' driving force to go after our soul desires, that is to say, after what we truly love and desires to bring into fruition, for the betterment not for just our lives but the planet too. Since the 21st of July, Venus will leave Leo to pass to Virgo. This is a wonderful energy for those who are beginning to make up their passion, their living as well. Venus, the planet of love and abundance in Virgo, is going to teach us how to put all we desire to create in the tangible in a way that not only serves others, for all are here on a unique mission to assist one another, but in a way that sustains us, for we are also meant to live within infinite abundance, which comes when we finally live within divine love towards all creation. This is about grounding our soul desires and goals in a way that we too nurture ourselves in the physical, at the same time that we are in service to all. On July 22nd, the sun will enter into Leo. When the sun is in Leo, we can embody this fierce essence to empower ourselves and to express our hearts by standing firm in who we are, sharing our unique divine spark at a time when freedom and the right to express ourselves is essential. If we direct this frequency properly, we could be courageous and bold in following our path. On the contrary, an excess of this fiery frequency could lead us into arrogance, which is why balance, as always, is the key, to be able to discern for ourselves if we are using these energies for self-empowerment or just for our egoic desires to feel superior. On July 23rd, full moon at 1 degree Aquarius. This moon, and especially at 1 degree, is what precisely sets the foundations physically of a new era, one that we have been minutely creating from within, by first holding a higher frequency, and that is finally blossoming into our physical plane. On a more individual level, as the moon quincunx Venus, this too will challenge us to create balanced relationships, leaving aside the toxic, and most of the time, karmic ones that many used to experience in the old. On July 27th, Mercury will too join the Sun in Leo. Mercury in Leo is going to empower us to be more confident and use our energy from this month to express ourselves, our beliefs, and what we truly think from a passionate state, but without hurting or disrespecting anyone. The important thing is going for what we truly desire, expressing our hearts, and contributing by sharing our ideas and personal creations with the world. The next day we have Jupiter retrograde entering Aquarius. Jupiter returns to this sign until the very end of the year on December 28th. Jupiter in Aquarius as guides explained is going to be this time about the conscious reunion of many who deeply resonate in a soul and mission level, for them to work in unison for the purpose of helping Earth's healing, and for joining energies to bring more illumination and freedom, which is something that the collective needs, and that the more that we show ourselves fearless, the more that we will be helping them as well to liberate themselves from what keeps them a slave. A few days later, on July 29th, Mars will too accompany Venus in leaving Leo and moving into Virgo. We have the mighty force of Mars embraced by the loving feminine essence of Virgo. Virgo will calm down the impulsiveness and fierceness of Mars. However, we will continue acting on our goals, but this time without the impetus that sometimes can be too impulsive of Mars. We will act from a devoted space of love and patience. We will act with motivation, knowing how important it is that in whatever we decide to do, we do it with a pure intention to assist, making our will to be of service tangible, as Virgo reminds us. July 31st, Ceres enters Gemini. We end this loving month with another invitation to express our hearts and personal truth lovingly. Ceres represents the mother and all that it creates from a selfless space of unconditional love to all, abundance, nurturance, and care. When it resides in Gemini, we are being reminded of the importance of expressing our thoughts and feelings. It is of most importance with love and respect to everyone and their personal choices, especially at a time when many are yet oscillating in the fear that is being created, and hence in the panic it generates. This is about caring for others in a way that everything that we put out through our words, acts, or in any other ways is done through love and great care, independently of their choices. July, a month ruled by Cancer, is going to be a month for us to work on self-nurturance, love, and above all care towards our physical bodies, as they are the first ones in suffering the tremendous impact of the current energies. Cancer invites us to ground ourselves, create strong roots and pillars with the earth and the human life we have created. remembering that home is everywhere we choose to go, for it is always within. Bright blessings for a wonderful July, beloved ones. With infinite love, Natalia, StarseedSoul.com. From Divine Sister of the Light, Saskia Tara Nahara. Sirius, the Sirian High Council about the Sirian star system. Sirius is a triunal stellar system which consists of 3 solar deities, Solstice, Satis, and Anu, identified by your astronomers respectively as Sirius A, Sirius B, and Sirius C. In the universe of matter, Solstice shines brighter than any star in your night sky, dominating the celestial canopy during the winter of your northern hemisphere. It is the 5th nearest star to your sun, a mere 8 light years from yours, and is inextricably connected to your solar deity Ra. Sirius A, Solstice. It is 10 times larger than the sun, twice as massive, and registers 20 times as much luminescence. It is the largest, most brilliant star in our hemisphere, and it is known as the Blue White Star. Sirius A is 8.7 light years from Earth and moving on a direct course toward our solar system. It is located in the jaws of the great dog, Canis Major constellation, hence it is known as the Dog Star. It is visible in the northern hemisphere of our evening sky from November through April. It can be located by following a direct line through the belt of Orion towards the horizon. It is a 3-dimensional stellar being with enormous gravitational fields. Sirius B, Satis. It is called a white dwarf star with the equivalent mass of our sun packed into a globe 4 times the size of our Earth. It travels in an elliptical orbit around Sirius A, which it completes in a 50-year cycle. Although it was only discovered by the scientific community a mere 50 years ago, the Dogon tribe knew of Sirius B, which they described as a heavy, small, powerful star as early as 5,000 years ago. The Sirian revelations tell us that while Sirius A is still a 3D stellar presence, what we observe as the dwarf star Sirius B is actually the remains of the ascended star, which has traveled through its own astral chords and now exists in the 6th dimension. It is here that the Sirian High Council reside, in light body, and from here that they are directing their overlighting energies to the awakening of Earth and to others who reside in the body of our solar system. Sirius C, Anu. This is the 3rd of the Sirian stellar family that also ascend from the 3rd dimension at the time of the Sirian shift. Although the scientific community has not confirmed the existence of Sirius C, the Dogon knew of it by the name Enoch, and they described it too as revolving around Sirius A. At a point in the space-time continuum so distant from your reality as to be undefinable in your terms, a great cosmic exchange occurred in our stellar system. At the time of this cataclysmic change in our complex stellar body, the deity, Satis, collapsed, passing through her own astral chords and onto higher dimensional planes. What was left behind in the world of matter was, in stellar terms, a minuscule dwarf star of super-dense matter, which was eventually pulled into elliptical orbit around the dominant sister star, Solstice, as with the distant cousin, Anu. The collapse of Satis, Sirius, its ascension beyond material space, caused a monumental chain reaction through the entire Sirian system, out across the constellation of stars known to you as Canis Major, and indirectly your solar system became involved in the dynamics of our evolution. This is one of the most significant reasons why we are so linked to you and why we are so focused upon your evolutionary process. From SirianRevelations.net and from Leah Whitehorse Lua Astrology, Sun in Cancer quincunx, Saturn retrograde in Aquarius, Venus in Leo, sesquiquadrant, Neptune retrograde in Pisces. Awkward planetary patterns generate disgruntled feelings that nip away at resolve. We may feel at odds with ourselves, uncomfortable, unsure. There are times when we wonder, is it worth it? Maybe the work we're doing internally or externally doesn't seem to produce results. We question, what have I accomplished, and everything we've achieved slips out of view. Take a moment to acknowledge how far you have come instead of focusing on how far there is to go. The connection between Venus and Neptune includes idealism, dreaminess, a tendency to see things as we want to see them, Big dreams are beautiful. However, we also have to live in the reality we find ourselves in. Instead of searching for an escape route to ease the heart, channel love into the world as it is. Quiet surrender to the present moment releases resistance and opens the door to creative inspiration. From LeahWhitehorse.com. And today from the Tzolk'in Times, Kin 201, Red, Rhythmic Dragon. Rhythmic is the name for the number 6, and its keywords are balance, organize, and equality. This is the 6th day of the Yellow Warrior wave spell, and we are almost halfway through. How time flies. If you have managed to keep sight of your mission, then well done. Today is about taking care of the practical things and organizing yourself so you are better prepared for what's to come. Today is Red Dragon, which represents nurturing, birth, and being. The dragon lives in a cave, which is the symbol of the womb of Mother Earth, where life springs from, hence the association with birth and new beginnings. The dragon is the first day of the Tzolk'in, and this getting things started energy can be very useful to tap into. Find whatever cave makes you feel nurtured, take good care of yourself, and you can emerge from the cave with a new zest for life. As it is a rhythmic day, we must organize this retreat and have a practical attitude to the process. The aim today is to restore balance, use your common sense, and remember taking care of yourself isn't being selfish. Being the strongest, healthiest, and most evolved being that you can become is the best way you can be of use to the planet and all those you love. The guide today is also Red Dragon, and so a double helping of nurturing energy. And from Divine Brostar of the Light, Roger Grossman, today is Red Rhythmic Dragon Day on the 13 Moon Dream Spell Mayan calendar. Red Dragon, Tribe 1 of the 20 Solar Tribe Archetype Cycle, nurtures being, birth. Red Dragon is the Mother Tribe. The fiery life source energy of yesterday's yellow sun is birthed back into existence through today's fire-breathing Red Dragon. It is an ideal day to get something new underway, initiate new ideas, relationships, projects, journeys, or anything new. Get comfortable and be at home with who you are at the core of your being. Nurture yourself and all those who are in your sphere of influence. Be sure to take care of your own needs first. If you allow yourself to become depleted, you will have nothing to offer to others in need. As with all things, in order for one thing to be true, its exact opposite must be equally true to make it possible. If you want to help or nurture yourself, then help and nurture others. If you want to help others, you must first attend to yourself. As within, so without, as above, so below. A perfect balance is required to get optimal results from the nurturing process. Rhythmic tone of equality. Step 6 of the 13-step creative energy tone cycle. Organize, balance, equality. Tone 6 is where the biggest transformation takes place on the creative energy cycle so that equality and balance can be achieved. If you look at the way the number 6 manifests in the physical world, a great example is how 6 appears on the face of a dice, where it appears as 2 columns of 3. If you were to cut that image in half with a line, no matter where you draw the line, you will always wind up with 2 equal and balanced remaining portions. Yesterday's heart-centered emanations of enlightenment, life, and universal fire, yellow sun, are transformed through today's rhythmic tone so that equality and balance can be attained. This process enables you to become magically attuned and centered so that you can resonate with new frequencies coming through during tomorrow's Tone 7. Tone 6 is also referred to as the housekeeping tone. Put everything in its proper place and order both outside as well as inside of yourself. Strive for equality and balance in all of your creative endeavors. Organized, balanced, and equal, nurturing, being, and birth. Day 6 of the 13-day cycle themed Yellow Warrior, questions, intelligence, fearlessness. And today from Divine Sister of the Light, Christina Papagiorgio, Red, Rhythmic Dragon, Kin 201, 3rd of July 2021, Birthing Equality, 372021 equal 375 equal 312 equal 33 equal 6, 33 Holy Trinity Divine Portal, 3 Holy Trinity Joy Creativity, 7 Magic Mystic Spirituality Initiation, 5 Freedom Change Transformation Liberation, 12 Acquiring Strength Wisdom, 6 Heaven Christ Harmony Family, Kin 201 equal 3 Holy Trinity Joy Creativity Union 333 coding today. A very joyful and feminine, nurturing yin day today. Kin 201 is the first kin square starting the 11th column of the sacred Zolkin calendar, representing a doorway, releasing the old and stepping into the new. The 11 can be a challenging path as it usually denotes spiritual initiations and tests in order to pass through the doorway to the higher frequency. The 11 can also reveal the polarity challenges of this dualistic paradigm we are transitioning from. This 11 code will be operative for the next 20 days of your dream spell journey down column 11, giving extra impetus for our transformative new beginnings, lots of opportunities and forward momentum for the peaceful warrior's quest. Day 6 in the Yellow Warrior wave spell of fearlessly questioning everything in his path, with a profound intelligence, disabling the old paradigm and fully focused on forging a new path to a brave new world. It is time to forge a new path to greatness, courageous rainbow warriors. That is our new directive, straight from spirit. Today we are organizing our physical reality for balance so we can move forward on our quest to birth the new world. Tone of creation, rhythmic tone 6 in the physical realm. Action balances, power organizes, essence equality. The rhythmic phase is the one where this all-adventuring and radiating miracle that is you learns to walk, but consciously, precisely, with fine organizational instincts, and what superb balance we see. Very soon you have mastered walking and are up and running. Go forth and explore your territory. Today is a great day to find balance in your life, organizing your physical reality, and finding the resources needed for your divine quest, reflecting on your purpose and mission to organize for greater balance. It is time to allow your quest to anchor, bringing it forth into your physical reality. Blessed be, precious hearts. Today we are divinely birthing the new earth and the new time. Today's question is, what do I need to organize and balance in my physical environment to nurture and birth my new reality? Divine blessings for creating space for greater divine nurturance today. In Lakek Alakin, Christina, White Magnetic World Bridger, Kin 66. Kin 201, Red, Rhythmic Dragon. The mantra, the code for today is, I organize in order to nurture. Balancing being, I seal the input of birth. With the rhythmic tone of equality, I am guided by the power of my own power doubled. And with this great power, beauty, and truth, let us know, beloved beings of light, in the comments below what you're experiencing, what you're feeling, your dreams, your visions, and your synchronicities. And if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe and click the subscribe button below and the little bell to get notifications on future updates. And as always, we have a link in the description below to the transcriptions of today's transmissions, and we archive these on our website, primedisclosure.com. Now I'd like to thank everyone for supporting our work and our mission. We rely on our monthly pledges on Patreon and donations for our living expenses. I'd like to welcome and thank our Divine Sister of the Light, Caroline Jones, for your support and your pledge on Patreon. Thank you very much. If you'd like to support our work and help us to continue bringing these transmissions to the world, you can make a monthly pledge at whitegoldeagle.com, or you can go to patreon.com/prime disclosure. And if you're on our team on Patreon, as I said earlier, be sure to check out our very powerful Laughter Qigong, the Laughing Buddha, medicine for the soul, recorded in Mama Bear's beautiful sanctuary. I would also like to thank Divine Sister of the Light, Mary Stubler, for another donation. Thank you very much, Divine Sister. We appreciate you for your support, and all of you that are continuing supporting us in our great works here. Namaste, 1111 coming in. If you'd like to make a one-time donation, you could do so at the PayPal link at eagleofcondor.com. And any donations for the next week, we will send you a special link to this training. And this gnosis was transmitted to me from our powerful gold dragon, Bro Star of the Light, Ching Feng Dao Shi. I'd like to also thank everyone supporting my Sacred Condors art business on Etsy. You can purchase handmade Zodiac Goddess totems and other beautiful works of art. Be sure to check these out. at lunagoddessart.com. Now we're going to finish today's transmissions with powerful codes from our Pleiadian bro stars and sisters of the light. Pleiades 1 messages, July 3rd, 2021. P1 calling Terrans for origins recognition. Attention for calls in PVSE-SDE. Accelerated etheric evacuations for final healings. Deactivations of MID bases in progress. Terrans access transmitting patterns. Old programs are activated. Angelic songs are heard by migrants. Missionary reinforcements arrive. Emissions echo and cross etheric barriers. The order of the solar disk, order of TIY, special reverberation of projector, 100% non-regressive. The light celebrates. 144 approved Jerusalem's approach to the Amiga Island, Brazil. Quantum network form next 99% non-regressive. Neva, high potential, Necron potential anchoring, and in reverberations, 100% non-regressive. Crystalline rivers flow. Special phases begin, completed, +++. Island of dreams being mapped. Projectors aimed and in support, 88% non-regressive. Island of integration being mapped. Projectors aimed and in support, 88% non-regressive. Temporarily end of transmission. Pleiades 1 supporting active missionary channels. From disclosurenews.it. And this message reminds me of an old show we used to enjoy called Fantasy Island, where all of your dreams come true. Now this is a show with the guy tattoo that would call in the beginning, the plane, boss, the plane, if you remember that. It's a pretty wild show. But it was symbolic of the new earth where you go to this beautiful island, this paradise, where all of your dreams are made manifest. And this is 5D. We're anchoring these codes, these heaven on earth, new earth codes, the new Jerusalem, the new Eden, and keep holding the faith. We show up every day transmitting the faith and the hope, not a false hope, but a hope for a better future for you and for all of humanity, which is coming. It is here now. We are merging the timelines together, the old with the new, the false with the true, till we become the final phase of the Omega point, which is the transition through the still center we call the wormhole, or the Einstein-Rosen bridge, where the two worlds become one, the form, the formless, the emptiness, the form. This is the quanta, which is preparing us for the quantum leap of consciousness, from Homo sapien to Homo luminous, eternal beings of eternal life, eternal light. Like Amitabha Buddha, the Nambutsu, Namu Amida Butsu, transmitted to every living being through this channel. This is the Zen Shin Sangha, where all realms, all timelines, all dimensions merge together, connect through the Sacred Heart Center, being connected to all things in all realms and timelines. So have a beautiful and blessed awakening and most powerful Sirius gateway portal, and keep walking gently your sacred path with heart, and always be sure to make it the best day ever. The Eagle and the Condor love you all. Namaste.